Okay, everybody, good morning. Now, as I say, before we officially start, what happened here is I just want to double confirm all of you have the notes here. Now, whether is it the hard copy or the soft copy, both also can. Okay, I strongly recommend you guys to have the notes with you, and or maybe you at least have the paper with you, like then you can take down some notes, or you can jot down some important points. Okay, so everybody, today our Form 4 seminar here. Oh yeah, by the way, before I continue, sorry, just like I mentioned, if you don't have the notes, kindly proceed to our web page there to download the PDF file. Okay, to download the PDF file. Okay, I strongly recommend for those who have hard copy, you also download a soft copy. Why? Later I explain why. Okay, so everybody, now you know how to get the notes already. Now let's continue with our topic today. Now today we will focus on Form 4 Chapter 1 and 2, but not every single subtopic. And also, this year seminar, 2024 seminar, we Sejarah trying to do something different. We will not go through the notes, because last year we go through the notes. This year we focus on doing exercises. Okay, so that you're familiar with the questions, so that you know, oh, this kind of question they will come out. Okay, what are the answers that you need to provide, and so that you can get marks. Okay, now I mean, if you are my students, like since Form 1 or Form 2 or Form 3, I always tell the students, you must do practice, you must do latihan, because ada banyak chapter you tahu tak, ada banyak topic. So if you just purely memorizing, I mean, can also, but it's very difficult I tell you for my Form 4 and Form 5 Sejarah exams, right? I also read, but the thing is, how I memorize all the points is really based on latihan, because so many things you need to memorize, which how can you, like, memorize every single thing? Cannot one. So you need to know what answer you will get marks, right? What kind of answer, like example, this point, that point. So guys, Form 4, you need to try something different. So this year we'll try something different. Okay, last year we used Q&A notes. Last year, I mean, if you're interested, you can go to the YouTube there and you search for 2023 seminar if you're interested. This year, we provide you the short notes, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Now, if you are wondering why I got the red color and the black color one, the red color one is the topic that we're going to focus today. And also, I provide you the short notes. For 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, and 2.5. So for 2.1 to 2.5 here, sorry, I didn't provide you the short notes, but it's okay. You can refer back to last year's video, 2023 there. 2003, because today our class is only 2 hours, so I would like to focus on all these topics, so that like at least you master half of it, half of the syllabus. Okay, like Chapter 1 you can score already after you using this, and then after that Chapter 2, Chapter 2 at least you the behind the factor, kesan, everything I settle with you. And then this one is story-based, can one. I strongly recommend you guys to refer my seminar video to revision the chapter 2.1 and 2.5. Okay? So actually, this is like a overview. Your Form 4, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 overview here. So Chapter 1 is talking about your warisan negara bangsa. So it's mainly focused on these two words, negara bangsa. See? Negara bangsa. So for Chapter 1, you need to know what's the latar belakang? What's the ciri-ciri of a negara bangsa based on your sebelum kedatangan Barat, or what we call Kerajaan Alam Melayu. Okay, sebelum kedatangan Barat means Kerajaan Alam Melayu. So I provide you the short notes already. And it's very, I mean, for Chapter 1 still okay. For Chapter 2, I will say the words is a little bit small. Okay, because I'm trying to make a mind map for you guys so that it's easy for you to relate and understand. I try to make it like a mind map, easy version one. But it's a lot of words that I know. That's why I suggest you guys to download the PDF file. Remember just like I told you, even though you have the hard copy, you download the soft copy. Why? Because soft copy, you can zoom in, zoom out, you get the idea. Because if you look at my hard copy, I will say, maybe for some of you, you will feel like, wow, so small, the word, very hard to read. So I suggest you Okay, so everybody, you must understand what is the negara bangsa, the ciri-ciri, the background. So that's why you see sebelum kedatangan Barat basically is referring to your Kerajaan Alam Melayu. And then after that, ciri-ciri negara bangsa, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. So you need to know what's the differences between these two ciri-ciri and what's the sejarah background. Next one, you need to know what happened to the government system and the law. Because forming a country, remember, negara is country, bangsa is people. Forming a country, the people, you must have a few ciri-ciri. So in chapter 1.1, 1.2, we talk about the ciri-ciri based on our kingdoms, in the past. So you need to know how they manage the country, sistem pentadbiran, and the law they have to manage the country. And the last one is you need to know peranan pemerintah rakyat. Ini sangat easy. So what is the peranan as a leader? Pemerintah means the leader, the king, the pembesar, or the one that has the power. So the leaders, the manager. So what's their role? And then as a citizen, what do we need to do in the country? So basically, chapter 1 is introducing you what is negara bangsa. Now, chapter 2 is talking about, you see, chapter 1 and chapter 2, actually, they are related. So you see, chapter 1 is talking about the country. Like when we want to form a country and everything, the country, the people. So chapter 2 is talking about what? Nationalisme. Apakah maksudnya? So here I give you all the answers already. Perasaan cinta bangsa, cinta terhadap bangsa dan negara. I write the short form for you lah. Perasaan cinta bangsa dan negara. Okay? And then you must have the semangat kebangsaan to menentang penjajahan. See? Like this, you get 2 marks already. Actually, I go give you the short notes, like very short one. Okay? And then pembelaan means like we need to do something like we fight for our rights. Pembelaan terhadap bangsa dan negara and gerakan mencapai kebebasan, PES. Itu PES stands for Politik, Economy, Social. So, as I say, nationalism is not just a feeling, it's not just an ideology, but it's also an action. You need to do something, achieve the target. So, achieve kebebasan, PES, Politik, Economy, Social. So bear with me. Sometimes I will put like, short form. Short form. Short form is because, short notes. So short form. Okay. Then chapter 2.2, we start to talk about this idea, nationalism, started from the Western country. So we have the England, America, Perancis. Okay. Refer back to 2023, the explanation there. And then the Asia, we have India, China, Japan, Empire of Mania, and Egypt. So yeah, I strongly recommend you guys to go back and watch the 2023 because I do teach those students. There's a way for me last time when I studied Sejarah, right, for this chapter, right, I know it's a lot of stories, a lot of countries, but I found a way for me to study, so I share with you. Like I mean, I will call it as a format. A formula, I don't know, but it's like a way, to understand the concept. So that one is in 2023 video lah. Okay, so you can go there and watch. Okay, so let's continue. Asia Tenggara, we have all these countries: Filipina, Burma, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Thailand. Yeah. So here total got 13, 13 country, their story over there. And then for 2.5 over here, very easy only. So you can see I give you the short notes there. So they're telling you kesedaran nasionalisme di negara kita. So when we start to like realize nationalism, or maybe like, we start to aware with this ideology, actually the sejarah already tell you, starting from Malacca era. The moment we start to menentang the penjajahan and Portuguese, the moment we start to go against the Portuguese, we already started our nationalism activity. It's just that we fail. It's just that we're quite old school, traditional method law. How we go against is always like attack. But right now, you form 2, you learn something different. You start to see people doing protests, create organization, writing newspaper, to raise awareness. This is like right now, in your Form 4 Chapter 2. But back then, in your Form 2, Form 2 Sejarah, they tell you, Sejak Malacca. We start to go against your Portuguese. And then, during your Form 3, we go against British. We go against British. Form 3 Sejarah there. All the Rentap, Dato Mahaja Lela lah, Sultan Kedah go against the Francis Light, all those stories. So this is like, a process. And the last one here, you see, today, 20th century, we start to have what? Agama leader take place, Agama leaders start to raise awareness, sharing the information, and then penulisan creative is like writing novel, cerpen, puisi to inspire the people, raise awareness so that people will be more semangat nasionalisme, and then penubuhan social economy. As I told you, organization, group activities. So you see the changes. You see the changes across the timeline. From Malacca era, British era, and currently 20th century, what happened to them? So everybody, so far so good with the chapters. Now I'm explaining the concept. Of course, the details you need to go and study lah. Okay, don't worry, you can go to the 2023 there. Got the notes. I think the notes is still available to download. Okay, because that one is for reading lah. Okay, now guys, first term exam really apa-apa pun boleh come out lah. So, just prepare lor. Okay, and then 2.6 is talking about the factor. Now, I focus on factor is because factor, they really can test like factor nationalism. They really will ask in like essay or structure. Sometimes they ask like one particular factor, like penulisan creative. So they're asking you to give me like contoh, and then they're asking you what's the importance, who is the author, like this you can 10 marks already. Structure questions. So that's why I will need to explain to you factor nationalism. And also perkembangan. I will go through with you the questions so that you know when you write this answer, you will get marks. So perkembangan means like what happened. So remember, factor is like what are the factors that causes we started to have the nationalism. See, what are the factors? Basically, I tell myself, every time I see what are the factors they're asking us like, nyatakan faktor or maybe jelaskan faktor. I always ask myself, why we started to have this nationalism at our country, because of what reason? So the why. So always ask yourself, why? Okay? Perkembangan is basically how we do it. I told you how we do it, 3 steps. Step number 1, we must have intellectuals leader. I got mentioned in my short notes very clearly one. For sure you can follow one. So number 1 is intellectuals. What does it mean, intellectuals? Intellectuals means educated leaders. Educated, knowledge, 知识分子, intellectuals, intellect. So we must have the intellectual leaders because they are the one that have the knowledge. They know what is going on. They have the knowledge. They plan strategy. The way of them thinking is different. Educated You see, those that that not intellectual, they will just think like, attack, physically attack, go against the government. But intellectuals, they think differently. That's why you see step number 1, we must have intellectuals. How we started to nationalism, study, intellectuals, pendidikan. Number 2, we start to have what? Intellectuals. I forgot already the second one. I remember the third one is the persatuan, pertubuhan, the organization. Creative writings, penulisan. I remember already. So you see, what's the logic here? You see, I don't remember, but suddenly I remember. Why? Common sense. See, intellectuals means smart leaders. I told you, smart leaders, their way of thinking, they start to they plan the strategy differently. So they don't attack. Well, sometimes they attack, but that is like final last strategy. What they do is they start to raise awareness. How they raise awareness? Writing all those creative writings like novel, cerpen, puisi, newspaper, magazine, to raise awareness, win the citizen support. So what the intellectual thinking here is, they say, in order to change government, to change the situation, you and I, as a citizen, semua orang, rakyat mesti bersatu padu. That's why you see here. Number one, intellectual. Number two, write the newspaper, write the storybook so that you read, you know what is going on, and then you join the group activity. And together, we fight for our government. We change the government. You understand the idea right now? So the why and the how. The why and the how. And the last one is the kesan. Always remember, kesan is not kesan buruk. I don't know why a lot of students, they always think like this one, kesan, I teach something negative for, they write like no negative answer. Ini salah. Dekat sejarah is a bit different one. Kesan means like what happened after this activity. So you need to tell me like, oh, kesannya ialah apa. In sejarah, unless the question telling you like specifically kesan buruk, only you give me like those bad influence, like those negative answer. Because I understand some of the students, you know, dekat itu your BM essay, normal BM classes, you mention kesan is kesan buruk mah. Tapi sejarah no. Kesan is like, oh, what happened after that? So, what's the impact or consequences? Everybody, so far okay? I'm just go through the overview so that you know what you're gonna learn today. So far so good? Okay or not? If everybody good, you just press 1. Yep. Okay. So if everybody good, shall we start the questions? You may refer the notes if you have the nota with you. You may refer the notes here. So come, let's look at the questions together. Just to let you all know, if if it's a K-back question, I will just straight away palm the answer, show you the answer. Of course, you want to share with me your answer, feel free to do so, okay? So let's start with the first question here. Chapter 1, I will try my best to finish everything with you. Chapter 2, maybe, because chapter 2, mostly I put essay. Just to share with you, mostly I put essay. So I don't think you guys can finish. I mean, if we writing, I don't think we can finish writing. Or maybe it's just I writing. You guys know right, man. It's okay. You can watch the video later. Guys, don't worry. This video will be posted on YouTube. So even you haven't finished, either you screenshot or either you later go watch the replay again. Okay? So everybody come. So you guys know your exam format, right? You know your exam format, right? So you have the objective. Objective is 40 questions. Sorry. I think first term exam should be like normal 40 questions, and then you have the structure. But some classes, they don't have the essay. You get the idea? So yeah, that's the thing here. So remember. Remember. So everybody, come, let's look at this one. Right now, the first question here is, this is the structure. And they're showing you what? Ciri-ciri negara, bangsa, kerajaan ala Melayu. So very good. Anyone can tell me? Now, thing like this, I know some of you forgot already, but very easy one. Ciri-ciri is like a super easy chapter. Okay, so remember, ciri-ciri means the characteristics, the features. So you just think like this: when we want to form a government, a kingdom, a country, so we must have the king. The king is the leader, We must have the rakyat, and we must have what? Yes, we must have the undang-undang. Remember, the king needs to control the people, control the country, manage the country. So you need undang-undang. So undang-undang. Doesn't matter, the X and Y, the terbalik also can one. Undang-undang. And you need what? When you want to form a country, you need a location, an area. So wilayah pengaruh. Wilayah pengaruh here. Okay? So 2 marks. And then right now, they're asking you to explain, nyatakan peranan raja. As a king, what's their role? What's their peranan? What is their tanggungjawab? Now guys, you all know, raja is very important. So raja, point number 1, raja sebagai, apa tu? Tonggak utama. Yes. A very important support, like the main thing, the main support of the kingdom. Like this, you get 1 mark. Tonggak sebagai, raja sebagai tonggak utama. Okay? Sentiasa ditaati. Yes, you're right. So you can see the Raja sentiasa ditaati oleh rakyat lah. So you see, we have two answers regarding the taat, setia, the thing. You see my answer. Raja sentiasa ditaati dan dianggap suci. Yeah. Okay, you write like this, and then you can give them a contoh by saying that what? Example like one of our kingdom at Alam Melayu, yes, Your Raja Champa dianggap sebagai pemerintah yang suci. Is a holy leader because they believe that he is like a god related to the god yang berkaitan, or you can say dikaitkan dengan Dewa Siva. You can write like this, or you can write like simple answer. Example, like you can say, your Raja receive the taat setia from who? Rakyat. So you say memperoleh. I write down here. So you can see I put a slash here because it's already 3 marks. So you see which one, you see which one that you remember is easy for you to memorize the point and write the answer. So memperoleh ketaatan rakyat. Ketaatan rakyat. Daripada rakyat lah. And then there's another answer. You can also say, your Raja is the one that strengthened the government, but you guys know, right? Raja is one person. So you can also mention that who helps him to manage the government. So everybody, who strengthened his position? Who strengthens his position? Kedudukan Raja diperkukuh dengan pentadbiran yang dibantu oleh siapa? Pembesar. Yes. Everybody, very common sense one. Just remember, your Sultan, yes, we all know the king very powerful. The king is like the main leader, but you all know lah. Real life, you think why he's Superman, man. He cannot manage everything one. Cannot manage everything. He's the leader, but when it comes to managing, controlling, not controlling. When it comes to management, pentadbiran mesti dibantu oleh pembesar. Okay? So basically, I give you the full answers, like you know, the question 1, 2, the 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, and then this is number 4, and this is number 5. So you do the adjustment. You see which one that you prefer, because I see a lot of you give me suci. So I was like, I was like, okay, you give me suci, I write for you. Okay, so come next one, quick. Now, bagaimanakah rakyat menunjuk kesetiaan kepada raja? Rakyat kerajaan Alam Melayu, how they show their loyalty? How? Very easy one, ma. As a citizen, how do you like prove that you very taat setia kepada raja dan negara? Do not betray, my dear. You no need to repeat the taat setia again. Just straight away mention tidak mendahaka. Enough already, because they asking you, ma, how? Yes. So you can see number 1, the rakyat tidak mendahaka. Number 1. Number 2. You only have 1 point. You can tell me some contoh. You still remember there's a stone? They need to like drink the water in front of the stone, you know. The thing is called what? Meminum air sumber. Okay? So you can say, you can give the example like saying this. The Sriwijaya government. The Sriwijaya, the Rakyat Sriwijaya. Okay? They will have a ceremony. This is like their traditional. Mengadakan upacara kesetiaan. Yes, you are right. Upacara kesetiaan. I mean, you can emphasize like, you know, in between who and who. This upacara kesetiaan is like the citizen as a golongan diperintah. We need to show our loyalty to our golongan pemerintah mah. So we are the one that being controlled. So you can say golongan diperintah or golongan pemerintah. Up to you lah, but I lazy lah. You want to say antara golongan pemerintah. Okay. Dengan golongan diperintah. Can. Okay? And then you tell me, mereka meminum air sumpah. This is called air sumpah. In front of the stone. So the stone is called inskripsi telaga batu. 3 marks. Inskripsi telaga batu. Now guys, when you are not confirmed with your answer in your exam, let's say this question is 2 marks, and then maybe your second answer you're not confirmed, you know, you're not confirmed, just write extra 1 more. Always remember one thing, do not leave it blank. First term exam, do not leave it blank. Even like the KBA question like this one, maybe you don't know the answer. Try to relate, try to write something, throw some answer there. Not enough time, also write short form, it's okay. Short form pula. Apa saya cakap? You don't need to full sentence. You try your best to write. At least you write something. Don't leave it blank. You let your teacher mark the answer. Example like this one. If you really don't remember, you write Maminu air sumpah. At least your teacher will give you still give you marks one. Because this is really one of the point. You understand? Like you tell me melalui upacara persetiaan, you know, just how some of you kesetiaan, sorry, bukan persetiaan, kesetiaan. Okay. Because you mentioned the keyword, right? By right, they should give you marks. Okay. Now everybody, this is the KBA question here. So they're telling you why today rakyat perlu menunjuk kesetiaan kepada raja hingga kini. Why? So this one, I told you already, KBA answer, I will show you pump the my pre-prep answer for you lah, okay? So I just straight away show you the answer. I'm not writing down together with you. Because KBA answers is like, we ada banyak-banyak macam-macam punya. So as long as it makes sense, then it is acceptable. So see, I told you, as a citizen, one must we show the loyalty to the king because of peace, because of the authority. We need to menjamin kedaulatan negara kita, mengelakkan perbalahan berlaku. Perbalahan means like quarrel, conflicts, and then perpaduan akan terjamin, keharmonian, meningkatkan ekonomi, menggalakkan kemasukan pelaburan luar, melahirkan masyarakat yang sanggup mempertahankan negara. Okay? Hey guys, this is the marking scheme answer. Tengok. Now listen. Be careful with your school teacher requirements. Sometimes your school teacher requires you guys to write the fakta, huraian, and contoh. You still remember? You know, other formats, sikit? Anyone of you, your school teacher mentioned that? Now, if your school teacher did mention this in the class, you do it for her. You do it for her, no choice. She's your teacher, what? She mark your paper, I mean, she or he, you know, they mark your paper, So don't play. You do for them, make them happy, okay? Make them happy, okay? Then your life easier. I mean, if your teacher didn't mention at all, then just normal. Just normal, okay? So question 1, we settle. So now go to the second question here. So this is the second topic of the chapter. You still remember just now we mentioned the Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. We also have the ciri-ciri negara bangsa. So right now they basically asking you, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka mempunyai sistem pentadbiran peraturan masyarakat yang tersusun. Okay, so they telling you Melaka is very strong last time basically. So what are the ciri-ciri? Okay, actually, it's the same thing like your ciri-ciri Kerajaan Alam Melayu. Same thing, Raja. It's just that right now, because Malacca Kingdom is very big empire. Your Malacca is very big, 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 big empire. So you cannot just say Raja. You should say Kerajaan. And then you say Rakyat. Then you say Wilayah Pengaruh. And then you say Undang-Undang. But for me, I purposely choose this question to do with you because I want to explain the other new points. Kedaulatan dan lambang kebesaran. Boleh faham tak? I want to emphasize these 2 points. Because yang lain, the Raja, the Kerajaan, the Rakyat, the Wilayah Pengaruh, the Undang-Undang, later you refer back my nota, my short notes there. If you compare itu Kerajaan Alam Melayu dan Kesultanan Melayu, right? Their explanation is almost the same. It's just that some detail is different. They changed maybe like a bit lah. Melaka a bit panjang sikit lah, their details. Tapi Melaka got 2 new ciri-ciri, which I want to focus on these 2. So what is kedaulatan? Then you see part B. Part 1 is asking you to nyatakan. Part B is asking you to explain 2 of the ciri-ciri that you mentioned in what in 2A here. In 2A here. Sorry, this one is not 1A, it's 2A. Okay, it's not 1A, it's 2A. So meaning what do you mention here? I told you I choose to explain kedaulatan and lambang kebesaran because the first 4 points is too easy for you lah. Okay, so right now we're doing revision so we focus on kedaulatan. So for kedaulatan here, what is kedaulatan? Kedaulatan means power. So it's representing. Lambang means it's like a symbol. It's representing. So look at my answer. Kedaulatan merupakan lambang kuasa tertinggi. Lambang kuasa tertinggi Sultan. Sultan has the power. Or you can say, wait, sorry, I didn't realize that. Or you can say, hak mutlak Sultan to control the people and the land. Understand? I would say control the rakyat atau wilayah lah. Okay? Actually, you can write both together. Like you can say kuasa tertinggi Sultan. It's just that I feel like these 2 answers is considered the same concept because it's talking about power. It's talking about the rights. The king has a full power, the greatest power to control the citizen and the location. So I would like to write 1 more point here for you. So you must understand that this kedaulatan is recognized by other people, by kerajaan lain. And therefore, oleh itu, kita bebas daripada campur tangan kuasa asing. So you can see, diiktiraf kerajaan lain supaya bebas daripada campur tangan kuasa asing. Understand now? Meaning this authority, this power is not like we self-claiming it. This one is what? Being recognized. Okay? So that's all. Lambang kebesaran. Your Sultan Melaka. Sorry, another special ciri about the Kesultanan Melayu Melaka is the king having what? Lambang kebesaran. So what are the, how do you explain this? Or maybe what are the lambang kebesaran? Anyone? Remember? Or you can explain. Lambang kebesaran is basically a symbol. Symbol kedaulatan. It's like a symbol proving that your king has the power. Symbol kedaulatan. Sultan memerintah. Then you can give me the contoh-contoh. Example. Payung kuning. You can just no need to be so detailed lah. While you write you write your Form 2 sejarah. No need lah. You just write like apa tu? Nobat. Okay, nobat. Adat istiadat. Then you can say warna. Yeah, the color. And most importantly, cap moho. Cap moho. Boleh faham tak? So if you want to say, you can say, yeah, all this all. You can write one more answer. You can say that this is very important because all this lambang kebangsaan is representing our identity, or you can our identity, or you can say representing our sultan is very special. You can see like the status between the leaders and the citizen. The leaders will have all this like cap moho, nobat, all these things. Keistimewaan sultan. If you want to mention like this, also can. You choose either one. Identity or keistimewaan. You want to write both, also can. This one also, you want to write both, also can. Okay? Clear? So, everybody, what are the iktibas that you learn from the Sejarah Kegemilangan Kesultanan Melayu Melaka? You know their history, they're very prosperous, they're very strong. So what did you learn from them? Iktiba is like lesson learned. 学到了什么? What are the lesson learned? So, everybody, what did you learn from them? You realize that their government system is very what? You can say their empire, their government system is very kegemilangan, systematic. They are considered very strong in management. Unggul. Wow, such a strong word. Yes, Ken, you can use your BM. It's time for you to shine your BM. You can say sistem pemerintahan yang systematic, tersusun, and you can say they successfully maintain kestabilan politik, okay, negara aman dan makmur, memajukan ekonomi, change their living standards, okay. Then you can say they manage the government very adil dan saksama because they have the undang-undang. So you see, mematuhi undang-undang. All the citizens, they start to mematuhi undang-undang. So, kurangkan kes jenayah, setia kepada raja, the citizen, and then mengekalkan kedaulatan negara. You see the answer here? So far, everybody, you okay with the first two topic? Ini 1.1 and 1.2, yeah? 1.1 and 1.2, yeah? Okay? So, it's time for us to talk about the essay questions. Now, to be honest, I'm not sure your school teacher got essay questions for you or no. Because some school, like Kajang, they don't have, the Yuhua Kajang, they don't have the essay. They don't have the essay part. But no matter how, you still need to learn. You still need to learn. You see how I present my answer and write my answer. Hey, guys, in a reminder for all of you, just in case, everybody, I write like this. You see, I give you like a point form, right? Doesn't mean that in your exam, you need to, you can write like this. Cannot, tak boleh. In your exam, you cannot write like this. I write down like this is because I want to let you know how many points and how many marks is being given. You know, how many marks here. So 1 point, 2 point, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 point there. 6 marks. Do you understand? Okay. So everybody, come, let's look at the question 3. Everybody, you okay? If you are okay, you press 1. Any questions? No questions? Good. Okay. Then question 3. Now question 3 over here is talking about the Melaka sistem pentadbiran. Is like so good. Your Melaka sistem pentadbiran dibantu oleh pembesar berempat yang terdiri daripada bendahara, penghulu bendahari, laksamana, dan temenggung. Okay. So right now your Sultan got these 4 pembesar helping them. So can any one of you tell me the peranan bendahara? And then they're asking you how Melaka manage their sistem kewangan and sistem keselamatan. And what's the impact of having a systematic government? So you see, this is your essay. So peranan bendahara, 4 marks. Should be very easy for you all. So for A, peranan bendahara adalah. Now guys, this is essay. Essay means what? Mesti sentence lah. So, but because of the time limit, okay, so I will write point form. Okay, but I will teach you how to write lah. Basically, peranan bendahara adalah apa? Everybody, bendahara he very important one, you know. Yes, you can straight away jump to the peranan. You can say, oh, he act as a what lah, act as a leader, act as a replacement of the king, give advice, you know. But I will give you one more answer, a very general one. You must say that he is a very important leader in the sistem pentadbiran. So how do you say? You say that merupakan pembesar yang bukan yang penting yang mempunyai tugasan dan peranan yang sangat penting. Or you can say sangat, or you can say just penting. Like this, 1 mark. I mean, see, you write something, you get marks. You tell me, very important, teacher. This one very important. He involved in he's a leader that has a special, you know, tugasan and peranan yang sangat penting. Okay, some of you give me ketua angkatan, ketua turus angkatan. Turus bukan ketua angkatan, you tahu. Ketua angkatan is sultan. Ketua turus angkatan, which is the penolong ketua. Okay, so you can tell me like this, is 1 mark. You can tell me, continue peranan bendahara juga merupakan apa? You know, so ketua turus angkatan perang mesti cakap turus because ketua angkatan perang is your sultan. He's the manager. You can say sebagai ketua pentadbir. He macam like prime minister lah. That's why we call pentadbir. Number 3, he's the what? He's the person that give advice, menasihati sultan dalam pelbagai hal. And one last, you can say menjadi pemangku sultan. Pemangku sultan means replacement of the king. Meaning if the sultan have no son and he pass away, he will become the new king. Boleh faham? So you see, 4 marks here. I mean, if you really don't remember all this point, at least you give me something. Like, you're telling me he very important. At least you write something. Okay? So everybody, now let's talk about the financial system. Now, when we talk about money, right, you need to know who in charge. Hello? Among these 4 leaders, who in charge the money? Who in charge the kewangan? You should know. It's called benda hari. Yes, but in exam, you should write penggulu bendahari. Okay, then who in charge of safety? Obviously, is the last 2 leader lah. Laksamana and Temenggung. Yes. So right now, let's explain the thing here. So you should tell me. You should tell, must label part B, the first part. So you must say that Melaka, KMM, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, mempunyai sistem kewangan yang tersusun. You explain tersusun. Like this, you get 1 mark. Then, after that, you can see, when we talk about money, we talk about the income. So you can say that the income, sumber pendapatannya diperoleh daripada apa? Where did they get their money income from? from perdagangan activities and cukai. Yes. So the moment you tell me perdagangan, you actually get 1 mark already. And then you can also say they get the income from all types of cukai dan ufti. Segala jenis cukai dan ufti. From the colonized area. Wilayah taklukan serta naungan. Okay? You get the idea? You split the answer lah. You can say juga mendapat, you know, jenis, pelbagai jenis cukai dah apa-apa. Okay, continue. So you see, as a penghulu bendahari, how many marks already? Oh, 4 marks. Yeah, easy. So, penghulu bendahari is the one that menguruskan the finances. We call what? Perbendaharaan. Everybody, learn this word for me. It is very important. Finances. Why am I writing? I write English and Mandarin for you all. Financial, financial position, finance. Perbendaharaan. He's the one that managed the perbendaharaan. I mean, you want to elaborate sikit dekat sini lah. Okay? Now, penghulu bendahari is the one that in charge the finances of the Malacca Kingdom. Then, to be honest, I just want to share with you. Do you guys know there's another leader called Shah Banda? Shah Banda is the one that helping him to do what? Helping Bendahari to do what? To collect the taxes at where? Hello? Shah Banda is the one that collecting the taxes at Pelabuhan here. Yes. KMM is Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Just now at the beginning, I got mentioned already. Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. You okay? Okay, everybody you follow, okay, So remember I told you, KMM, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, they have the financial system. So you explain the financial system. You explain the financial system. Wait lah. So for those who need the screenshot, you screenshot now. So you say the financial system, the income, how they get their income. I mean, where their money come from. You can say from the business, from the cukai. And then you can even elaborate by saying that, they use this money to buy weapon, membeli senjata, and then membina istana. Can, you can write. But it's just that I want to emphasize the leaders. So everybody, so far so good. You see, like this, you get 5 marks already. So you need to write, keep on writing. The more you write, you realize that, actually, not that difficult. Only like this, you need to mention. You collect the taxes at the cukai, pelabuhan, everything. Clear? Everyone here, you good? So right now, let's talk about the safety. I move on. Okay. The rest of you, okay? Can? Okay, I move on to part 2. Part 2 is what? Safety. So again, KMM. KMM is Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Now, in exam, cannot write short form, but right now, because I want to be fast, so I write faster, So, KMM. Guys, don't worry. Only after we finish chapter 1, I told you chapter 2, I will show you the answer straight away, because some more essay. So, yes. So, last time how I study for Sejarah is basically spam essay. No lah, I tell you, I'm very lazy one. I don't write. I only read. I read. Now, if I read the answer, I boleh faham, I memorize, I move on. Kalau saya tak boleh, like some certain chapters very confusing one, very hard to memorize one, then I will write. I told you guys I'm a writing person. How I will just write. So you see, But so far you guys can see my handwriting, right? I am so sorry. I mean, sorry. Okay, I continue since no one complained. Okay, I believe you guys can understand. Because my physical class student, they always complain one. Okay, mempunyai sistem keselamatan. Now this time is not teratur already. This time is called kemas. Kemas. Okay? Then you tell me. Sistem keselamatan yang kemas. So you can see, then you can explain how ini adalah untuk. Why must we have all this system keselamatan? This is to make sure menjaga keamanan di darat dan laut. You see how I construct my sentence? I mean, of course, if you don't want to write this, you want to straight away jump to the Temenggong and Laksamana, no worries. But this is how I write lah. I write like, oh, because I want to make sure my area is peace, safe, you know, the darat, the land, and the sea over there. So, therefore, Temenggong is there. Temenggong, remember, Temenggong is the one that jaga the city. Menjaga keselamatan Kota Melaka. Yes, di Kota Melaka. Keselamatan Kota Melaka. Wow, Laksamana. Now, very easy to remember. Laksamana. Laksa ada noodle. I mean, you know laksa noodle? Ada sup air kan? So, wait. Wow, my professor. Laksamana ada air kan? So, as a what? You can say dilantik, or you can say bertindak sebagai Panglima Tentera. Panglima Tentera, or you can say Panglima Angkatan Laut will be better. He's the one that in charge of the navies at Malacca. What do you think, guys? Okay, so far so good. So you remember, this is the pentadbiran, the management. So you see how Malacca managed already? With the bendahari, the Laksamana, penghulu bendahari, bendahara, Laksamana, and Temenggong, in charge of every single thing here. So the one last part over there is talking about having a system pentadbiran yang apa tu? Yang cekap yang teratur. Okay, very easy one. I quickly copy down the thing. Kesan atau impak sistem pentadbiran yang teratur. Okay. So this one, when the government is very systematic, very, teratur, so what is the kesan and the impact? The impact will be what? Same thing lah. Or the country will be safe, peaceful, harmony, and then you can elaborate and say, we able to expand the kingdom, we able to meningkatkan economy, expand the market. There's a lot of answer lah. Same thing lah, the more you do the soalan, the more you look at the answer, you will realize that the answer is always repeated. So that's why, guys, this is the reason why this year we're not planning to go through the reading, the nota with you all, because we want to show you like reality. You go to exam, seriously, you will see all these answers. So look at my answer. You see, I mentioned that kerajaan yang unggul. When our government system pentadbiran is very teratur, systematic, so we will form a kerajaan yang unggul. Unggul means like sangat perfect. In terms of politics, economic, social, we are excellent. So you see, we become a very strong empire yang besar, yang makmur, you know. And then you can say our government is a very smooth management because everybody doing their own part, mempunyai peranan masing-masing. Or you can say menjalankan tugas masing-masing. Committed. Then you can say expand the land, because this one is like free and easy one. As long as you give me relevant answer. Don't be irrelevant. Some of the students, they tell me some random answer here, then too bad lor. Okay? So meluaskan tanah jajahan. This one you can refer to Malacca. You can refer to Malacca seperti Empire Malacca. They expand the land, take over, protect, or maybe marriage. Then mewujudkan permuafakatan antara sultan dan pembesar. This one permuafakatan, you can change the word become perpaduan. Perpaduan. So mengelakkan tindakan yang tidak cekap. See, I give you the huraian sama. So point number 5, mewujudkan hubungan dua hala. Ini hubungan dua hala means diplomatic relationship. Diplomatic, two-ways relationship, diplomatic relationship with I mean, you can say with another country, or you can say within the country. See, two-ways relationship. But if you're planning to say like make friends with another country to strengthen the kingdom and everything, you can say diplomatic relationship. There's a lot of answer. Peace, kemajuan perdagangan. Everybody here, so far so good? Okay, so we have 2 more questions here. Are you guys ready? Okay or not? Can So let's move on to the question number 4 here. Now, question number 4 here, this is talking about Hukum Kanun Melaka regarding the law. Regarding the law. Actually, we have 2 laws. Just a recap here, you know, since we are doing revision. Just want to share with you Malacca Kingdom, KMM, over here. We have 2 undang-undang. One is Hukum Kanun Malacca. Another one is your undang apa? Anyone wants to try to test your memory? Be careful with the undang-undang. Be careful with the undang-undang. You never know. Maybe they will ask you in essay. Undang-undang Laut Melaka. Laut Melaka. Okay, everybody, I put the I put the square over there. Undang-undang Laut Melaka. I told you I'm lazy, ma. Okay, can I share with you how I memorize? Very easy. Laut and Kanun. Yes, we have 2 undang-undang. So, Hukum Kanun Melaka. Very easy one. Hukum Kanun Melaka, so-called is their first law. It's their very first law. The fundamental, the very basic one. Okay. So this one is for those who stay at Kota Melaka, dekat bandar, dekat dalam city. You know, you masuk ke dalam Melaka city, Melaka Kota, the area there. And if you got anything like you involved in any cases, or maybe you want to report, hey, I kena curi you know, someone steal my stuff, or maybe gadohan, apa-apa case jenayah lah, apa-apa perbuatan yang kesalahan yang salah lah. You can use this law to judge. Hukum Kanun Melaka. Remember, anything that happens at the city, kota, dekat dalam. Then laut obviously is nearby the apa tu? Pelabuhan, laut there, pantai there. So this one is referring to those that traveling using kapal-kapal. You never know, and sometimes they travel, suddenly, you know, they not even reach Malacca. They on the way, you know, the kapal on the way. Something happened. Maybe someone died. You never know. Maybe, you know, they fighting, then, you know, macam like movie like this. Someone died lah. Someone died, kena stab, then die anyhow. You don't tell me a teacher can wait, what? You travel last time, you travel like few months one, you know. I got students tell me before, I mean Form 2 students, this one last time I teach them. Form 2, I tell them, this one we need to have another law for the laut. Then got one student, very innocent, very cute face. He looked at me and said, teacher, why can't we just wait until we reach Malacca and then use the law to judge? Why we need to have 2 law? So mafan. The student, the boy, I still remember his face is like, teacher, don't want 2 law. I say you cannot choose. Whatever is, you know, all this is already past, it's already done. You need to memorize. So he was very angry. He said, why must have two law? So mafan. I need to memorize everything. So I explained to him, and then he said, can wait. I said, wait, what? How you wait until you reach Malacca? Oh my God. It's like, it takes a few weeks and months, No, don't do that, don't do that. So that's why we have another law for them to follow and, to menguatkan kuasa lah. Undang-undang. Okay, okay lah. Okay, come, let's go to the question part A. Okay. Nyatakan asas penggubaran. Oh, it seems very difficult here. Asas means basic, foundation, meaning when they form this undang-undang, what's the basic thing they refer to create? Menggubal means I create. Asas means basic. See, kalau you tak baca textbook, you mesti tak faham. You don't understand the Malay word, what? That's why I say it's difficult. Penggubaran means that you create, you buat this undang-undang for the very first time. You do this thing for the very first time. Normally, they use it with undang-undang. Okay, so don't worry. You don't see this in other places. You only see in sejarah saja, this Malay word, menggubal. Okay, so what? Oh, very good, my dear. You remember? Very good. So the answer is 2. So how they form this undang-undang? Guys, come on, very easy one. KMM. Malacca, think like this, logical thinking, very easy, right? Malacca Kingdom, they follow what agama? Agama Islam. Why I know is agama Islam? Look at the name, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Sultan, mesti agama Islam. So mesti ada Sharia law. Sharia law, which is Islam law. Boleh faham? Can think like this, Ayo. Why my? Another one is the adat, what we call hukum adat. Hukum adat is like the local customs traditional law. Yeah, your Malay kingdom, last time all the Malay law, so they say apply to this law. So they use these 2 basic to create the law. Boleh faham? That's why I told you, kanun is a very basic fundamental law. So, nyatakan 2 perkataan yang boleh digunakan oleh raja. Wow. Everybody, based on the law. See, based on the law, they say the king can, these are the words that can digunakan oleh raja. Basically, it's your bahasa istana lah. So, in your nota, in your Form 4 sejarah nota, normally you see, we use the word kurnia. Mengurniakan the kawasan pegangan kepada pembesar. Mengurniakan the gift, like the king awarded to you, give it to you. Kurnia. Anugera. Okay. Muka. Tita. All this bahasa istana. You normally see all these Malay words in sejarah. Okay, jelaskan hukum Melaka, hukum kanun Melaka berkaitan dengan jenayah. Kan? Anyone remember about the law? Don't remember, it's okay. I'm here to teach you. So very easy one. They're asking you to explain what did the law mention, okay, about the jenayah. Number 1, they need to explain what kind of things or what kind of action is considered a jenayah, a crime act. Is under this criminal cases, crime. So you need to explain. Pelbagai hukuman setimpal dikenakan terhadap. See? I mentioned that we will get punishment if we involve in all these activities, or maybe we do all this perbuatan. Sorry, my Apple Pencil bit like. Terhadap perbuatan jenayah seperti. Actually, the moment you say seperti, you already get another 1 mark. Why? Because I mentioned you will get like serious punishment. Setimpal means like equivalent, like you kill someone, then your punishment is hukuman mati lah, hukuman bunuh lah. Okay? So the perbuatan jenayah example like what? Mencuri, membunuh, dan menikam. This is the contoh-contoh. In front of my notes, I got provide. I even got label label down. So under this case, can you see here? So as I said, hukuman bunuh dikenakan apabila seseorang, I told you, if you kill someone, you will dihukum bunuh. So seseorang, what happened to my Apple Pencil? Seseorang didapati membunuh orang tanpa pengetahuan siapa? Raja dan pembesar. Then you are considered dihukum bunuh. Another one is you break the rules. I mean you memalsu memalsu. Sesiapa, you can say hukuman bunuh, continue the same thing. Hukuman bunuh dikenakan kepada sesiapa yang ingkar arahan dan memalsu titah. You understand? Now, guys, to be honest with you, if you really don't remember the fasal, boleh, tak apa. As long as you tell me what kind of punishment they give. You still remember, right? They go give you the contoh pasal apa, pasal number 1, pasal number 4, 4.1, 5.1, right? All those like pasal, the chapters tak apa. If really you don't remember, it's okay, doesn't matter. Boleh faham, everybody? So this is chapter 1 regarding the law. Okay? So the one last part here, they basically asking you why the hukuman Kanun Melaka menjadi rujukan kepada undang-undang kerajaan Melayu lain. Meaning, today, you tengok itu Kedah. You see itu Kedah, Perlis, Kelantan. Sorry, I should say Johor. Everybody, you know, Johor, Selangor, all those Malay states. Why they refer to Malacca law? Why this become a reference for the other country, other kingdom? So you can explain. You can explain. Because total got 44 chapters. You can say this law got 44 chapters, including like, you know, jenayah, peranan sultan, kekeluargaan and economy, and then it's based on Islam law. So as long as you are Islam government, then you can refer to this. 44 chapters is basically telling you, we have a lot of undang-undang, pelbagai undang-undang. So the range is very big. So you see, I even tell you what are the kandungan. So you see, hukuman dikenakan adalah adil, memberi fokus kepada sistem pentadbiran kerajaan, act as a guideline, panduan yang sempurna dalam menjalankan pentadbiran. And also this law even mention pembahagian tugas, peranan dan struktur pemerintah yang lengkap. Consider is like a very perfect law and a complete law back then. Because I would say Malacca, this law really like, I would say good. Because inside the law, they even mention as a king, as a leader, what is their peranan? What is their tanggungjawab? You see, that's why you say, pembahagian. The job description, everything is so clear. So you know what you need to do, what you shouldn't do. Okay? So this is the chapter 1.3. So 1.4, the last one here. Very easy. So everybody, this is telling you the relationship between golongan pemerintah dan golongan rakyat, which is the golongan di perintah. So, golongan di perintah is terdiri daripada siapa? Golongan di perintah. Now, golongan pemerintah is your sultan, your pembesar, your kerabat diraja, right? All this. Okay, and even the agama leaders. We also have the agama leaders, which is what we call ulama. Then how about this one? Golongan di perintah, we have the rakyat and the hamba. Now, obviously, they not asking you to write rakyat and hamba lah. They plan. I mean, they want you to give like the they are the journeys pekerjaan. So, example, you guys give me the answer like petani. Some of you say petani, peniaga, can. Petukang, can. What else? Nelayan. So if you want to say hamba, this one is rakyat one. If you want to say hamba raja, the one that served the king. Hamba berhutang, and hamba biasa. Hamba biasa. We call hamba biasa. You can say hamba abdi is more like family one. Okay, everybody? Now, you need to know, you need to tell me peranan golongan di perintah. As a citizen, as a hamba, what is our peranan? Very easy. Number one, what is this? As a citizen, what do we need to do? You see my position? Taat, setia lah. Hello. As a citizen, we need to be taat setia kepada pemerintah. Sorry guys. Don't know what happened. If possible, you say taat setia lah. Try not to shorten the answer. And then you know lah, taat setia means what? Tidak akan menderhaka. Do not betray the government. And you can see, I say that kerana takut ditimpa tulah. Because they're afraid that they might kena curse or something bad will happen to them if they betray the king. So as a citizen or as a golongan di perintah, we must always obey and follow the what? Mematuhi segala arahan. Be extremely careful with this. I need to emphasize this part because a lot of you think that, oh, teacher, mematuhi undang-undang is also the same thing. What? No. Your senior, which is this year from Vala, last year, their exam, they write undang-undang. All the teachers, so far, based on what I see from different school teachers, they mark the paper, undang-undang, they give salah. Because they say what? Your textbook did not mention undang-undang. They're using arahan. So the teacher catch this word, you know. So I remind you guys, arahan, bukan undang-undang. So you see, they follow all the instruction, arahan. Okay? Not the undang-undang. So some of you say act as a worker to go and build the jalan raya, everything can. You can say we contribute our tenaga to go and work. So we call tenaga kerja. This term is called tenaga kerja. Melalui sistem kerja. And then you can elaborate by saying seperti they build jalan raya. Or you can say istana. Okay or not? Hey, so everybody, this arahan, be extremely careful, okay? Because I realize a lot of you, including I myself also lah. Because at first I didn't write, I write arahan, but I told them undang-undang. So they come and feedback to me and say tak boleh. So I double check with the nota, the textbook. So memang is tak boleh, it's an arahan. Because your teacher, even SPM also follow textbook. So everybody, are you guys so far so good with this one here? So everyone, can yes okay. So now let's go to the essay part. The essay and the structure part. Okay. So right now, let's look at this one over here. Okay, sorry. So right now, let's look at the next part. Yeah. Now the next part here, we are talking about this is a kebat lah. That's why I show you the answer. Now focus first. Don't copy. Listen. You must understand what they're asking you, ma. So basically, part C here, they're telling you, kesetiaan kepada raja dan negara is a very important element to make the government stable. So please give me your suggestion on how to menyemai nilai kesetiaan terhadap raja dan negara dalam kalangan generasi muda. As a, young people like you guys, how do you promote the nilai kesetiaan kepada raja dan negara? A very general answer. You see, I told you, daddy, mommy must do it. And I realize that a lot of you are, I worried lah, your teacher may asking you to give like huraian and stuff like that. So I give you some example here lah. So I tell you, daddy, mommy must teach you since you are young, since sejak kecil lagi. Then you can say, oleh itu anak-anak akan menghormati raja dan negara. Full stop. 2 marks already. 2 marks already. Number 2, sorry, the Zoom function. Pihak sekolah, yes. So this one is the elaboration. I don't highlight lah. So the school teacher must teach you the nilai. How to teach? Lesson lah. Maybe they teach you during the moral or sejarah. So you can say they memasukkan sukatan pembelajaran berkaitan dengan kesetiaan kepada raja dan negara. While they are teaching a lesson, you can say seperti dalam pembelajaran mata pelajaran sejarah ataupun pendidikan moral. So you see, they teach you menerangkan pengorbanan. So the teacher in class must explain who are the leaders that sacrifice for the country dalam mata pelajaran sejarah. See, school teacher must teach. Number 3, the government. The government should do some campaign to raise awareness, mewujudkan kesedaran dalam kalangan generasi mulia, young people. So how do they share? You can say using the social media. Number 4, have all this pertandingan bertemakan kesetiaan kepada raja dan negara. Example, vlog and video pendek. Or you can say organize a trip if you want to. A trip to those tempat bersejarah, example Tugu Negara, maybe tempat bersejarah like Melaka City. So you go there, you know the story. Also can. So basically, you see, when you have the idea, right, all you need to do is just elaborate, and then you will get marks there. Sure. Everybody good here? Now you have an idea on how to answer the K-bar questions. Can I? Now, question number 6 over here is nationalism. Now, I told you I will more focus on 2.6, 2.7, and 2.8. Okay. Now, for this case here, question number 6, this is your 2.7. 2.7. So you can write down that. Then, because we talk about the perkembangan. Yeah. Because we talk about the perkembangan nasionalisme tanah air. So this one is your 2.7 from 4, chapter 2.7. Okay? So remember I told you perkembangan, one of the action on how to raise awareness in our country, you know, the nationalism is organization. And just to share with you, at the very beginning, our organization bersifat social economy. Social economy means what? We keep on emphasizing the social, means the social culture, development, economy. At first, we talk about social economy and also social culture. Then after that, slowly, we only start to focus on politics. But that one is after that. In your Form 4 Chapter 2, you can see mainly most of the orang Melayu. If you remember, we have the KMS, we have the KMM, the Papas, Paspam, sorry, Papas pula. Papas is Sabah one. Okay, sorry. If you remember, the orang Melayu, at the very beginning, they focus on their rights, education rights, economy rights. Even like they talk about the government, right? It's also referring to like, oh, can you give us a chance? Peluang pekerja dalam perkhidmatan awam. If you remember the story, they did not mention anything about politics. What I mean politics as in like they fight for the freedom, independence, merdeka. Tak ada, hanya satu orang, KMM. That's why your KMM very aggressive. So remember at the very beginning, the orang Melayu, they care about social economy, the culture. So KMS, okay? Now guys, as I say, recap. KMS, just think of this, KMS Singapore. Kesatuan Melayu Singapore is a Malay group and it started at Singapore. Consider the very first Malay group. And because it started at Singapore, right? So do you know, all these Malay leaders, they are actually English at. Itu orang Melayu kan? Sorry I'm very angry right now because my Apple Pencil, ayo. Orang Melayu, right now is all English educated. So I want you guys to think of this. Guys, I told you, you must understand the concept. Singapore, cakap English mah, English speaking mah. So orang Melayu dekat sana, they are English educated. So because they study at the English school there, so after they graduated, they will act as a what? They will serve at where? Come on, answer me. Everybody, common sense? Hey, you English educated wo. Last time is under British government wo. So you boleh cakap English. So after you graduated from the school, you can serve in the government. You are a pegawai kerajaan, or maybe you are a leader, you are a member you serve in the government lah. You work in the government lah. So they know how to deal with British, and they know kalau you want to work in the government, the criteria is so obvious. You need to study and, if possible, English educated. So that's why you see how I explain. As a KMS, this group, what is their peranan? The peranan is, number 1, encouraging their members to active in government. Means telling the orang Melayu, hey, I told you their member mainly is English educated So they encourage them. You are English educated students. Hello, you boleh cakap English and then go in the government and work. Fight for our people's benefit, you know. Meaning memperjuang kepentingan orang Melayu dalam politik. See, I told you, because they are the only one that have the chance to serve in the government. So they say, you must go. You English educated one. And then they encourage the Malay people, please, kemajuan pendidikan. And then encourage other people to form all these groups. Then share the information. Keep on encouraging. You know why they form this persatuan? Persatuan means organization So when all the members, they come for meeting, they will update each other. Hey, do you know Singapore there? they're doing this activity, raise awareness, asking people to go and study. So you will also be influenced. So they're encouraging people to start their Malay group at the negeri-negeri, you know, masing-masing. Bekerja sama dengan British. I told you they know how to deal with British. They know very well because they serve in the government. They even study at English school. So they know itu pattern British. So in order to, you know, work in the government, they help the orang Melayu, help the orang Melayu to request from your British. See? Bekerja sama dengan British, bekerja sama dengan British untuk menambah peluang perkhidmatan kepada orang Melayu. So total how many answers here? 5. So I'm just teaching you how I memorize. Because the moment you understand KMS, this group of people, they are where, then you know the idea. And you know what they are doing. So far, so good. So you see, again, did they mention anything about politics? You see, yes, it's talking about the government service, you know, the public service, but it's not really like kebebasan politik, you tahu tak? It's like only social economy, social budaya, social their living standards, culture, economy. See, they don't really mention their, what is it called, the politics. Now, next one is PASPAM. PASPAM. Now, PASPAM, they're telling you, okay, PASPAM, this is a group. Okay, look at the name. Persaudaraan Sahabat Pena. Pena means pen pal. Piyo means they write letters, send to each other. And then what did they do? So, encouraging those members united together as one and tukar pendapat. This is PASPAM. Now, guys, listen, I will say this is a very, very important group because of this activity, exchanging idea. Do you know last time? Sorry, not last time. Last time, yeah. What I mean last time as in your Form 3. Your Form 3, you know, during your Form 3 Sejarah, you remember your teacher teach you, they mentioned that itu orang Melayu asingkan. It's being separated. Your British manage them, NNS, NNMB, NNMTB is like separated. Different. You get the idea. Different management, different system, everything is different. So you can see slowly after a few years later, 10 years, 20 years later, you can see Malay people, they are not so united. That's why they say with this group, because of this PASPAM, they become united. And they start to update each other. What happened dekat sana? Dekat Singapore macam ini, you tahu tak? Singapore doing all these things, fighting for their education rights, fighting for their local Malay people rights. So are we going to do something similar, you know, update each other? So everybody, I would say this group here, although it's like writing letters, sending each other, updating each other, but it is a very important group. So because of this PASPAM, so you need to tell me now, PASPAM very powerful. I told you, he makes people united together as one. So can you see? This is the very first time your orang Melayu finally group up together. I told you last time they separated one. Please, you don't think that orang Melayu semua bersatu padu last time. No. Last time they sifat kenegerian yang sangat-sangat serious. What does it mean sangat-sangat serious? Sifat kenegerian means like they very focused on their negeri. Then they will do like comparison. You from Perak, you from, you know, there's a gap between the states. But right now, you see, because of this group activity here and the educated leaders here, you see, they start to meet up together. Congress is a gathering. It's a big gathering. Okay, they organize this Congress and berjaya menghimpun persatuan orang Melayu from Brunei, Labuan, Sarawak, and they talk about the issue kebangsaan. See, PASPAM really united the people. And then he even influenced your Sarawak. See, because of this PASPAM, they write letter, exchanging idea. So your Sarawak was being influenced, your Sabah was being influenced, and they started their own Malay group. They started their own PASPAM group. They start to raise awareness about the social culture, social issues. I told you, update each other lah. Dekat KL sini we do this, do that, improve, we fight for our rights. Then you over there, from Sarawak, Sabah, Kedah, so you start to also receive the news. So you get updated. You are no longer naive, innocent. I told you guys before, Sabah people, they're very naive, innocent. Because your British bully them, they don't have schools, so your British just bully them, control them. So now, give them. They start to defend their rights. Because they aware with this issue. Aware. Kesedaran means aware. 意识. Aware, realize. Realization. Aware. Everyone, you clear? So this one is the first Malay group. This one is the writing letter one. Remember, pen pal. Sahabat. 2 person. Sorry. Sending the letter. That letter. What did they do? Bersatu padu. Exchange idea. So far, everybody following, Boleh faham tak? Boleh faham, right? First one. Come on. Can? Don't busy copy. It's okay. Later you can rewatch the video one. So most importantly is you understand this perkembangan your Form 4, Chapter 2.7. Organization. So, this one. Yes. KMM. So they asking you what's the Maklumat Perjuangan KMM. Maklumat Perjuangan KMM. Now, KMM over here. See, just now is KMS. Right? Itu Kesatuan Melayu Singapura. I told you, Singapore cakap English. Tapi sekarang this is Melayu. This is Melayu means what? Inside all the members is what? Graduated from Malay school. Melayu educated. Now guys, think like this. Now, this group of leader up here, they're English educated. English ed. So they know how to deal with British and they study English, everything. So they're able to serve in the government. On the other hand, over here, Malay educated leaders, if you compare with the English ed, they will be more aggressive sikit. You boleh faham? Aggressive sikit? They're more aggressive. Of course, you Malay educated, very common sense one. You confirm you're anti-British one. You confirm anti-British one. The other one, the English ed is different. English ed, because they study English, they know like how it works, the British government, everything. But Malay educated, no, it's different. They will be more semangat. Look at the way they do their things. Maklumat, what do they want to achieve? See, their aim, their target is to menentang British. That's their hasrat. Hasrat means their wish, their dream, their target is go against British. See, I told you, aggressive one. Straight away, anti-British. Because Malay education, the Malay educated leaders, they are like doing their best to defend their rights. So do you know, why I keep on saying that they are very radical? Sorry, I shouldn't say aggressive. I should say radical Melayu. Now, radical means what? They're very daring, berani, and they're very open. Terbuka. They're very open. They openly go against British. They go against British. Of course, guys, I told you they're educated. So it's not like they attack. No, they don't attack. Right now, they form group activity, and this is what their target. They wanted to form a country. Satu gagasan. A country is called Melayu Raya. So this country, inside the member, we have Tanah Melayu and Indonesia. Basically, they are trying to combine Tanah Melayu, the West Malaysia here, together with Indonesia and Merdeka. They want to fight for Merdeka. Boleh faham tak? So you see, they are encouraging the Malay people bangun sebagai satu bangsa yang mempunyai tamadun dan kesopanan di tanah air kita. So they say bangunlah. But not attacking, not attacking. You see, that's why they emphasize kesopanan, educated. Kesopanan dan tamadun. Defend our tamadun and also kesopanan. So bangun means defend. So you know how they defend? Guys, how they defend? Educated leaders. I told you, radical doesn't mean aggressive. Aggressive is like you attacking, ma. But I told you they're educated leaders. They did not attack. So you know how they go against the British? Come on, guys, think. How they go against? How they go against Bangun? As educated leaders, they write newspaper. They write novel. They write Japan. All those books. So then more and more people read about all this news about British, not Japanese, sorry, about British, and then they aware that, it's time for us to nationalism. You get the idea, educated leaders. Everyone here, you all clear? So always remember, they are educated leaders. Some of them, they take aggressive actions, but they will always plan another strategy first. So that's why they say education, knowledge is important. Education is very important. Because at least you know, ma. You see, you got the knowledge, you know, okay, I can do this and also do this. I have choices. Tapi kalau you tak ada education, you look at your Form 3, you look at your Form 2 sejarah, we just attack. The only thing we know is attack, and then we negotiate, and then, fail, and then attack. But education, knowledge, you different. The thinking is different. Clear? So since we are talking about all this organization, KMM, KMS, and the PASPAM, so now they're telling you, okay, guys, is there any langkah-langkah to encourage young students like you guys murid di sekolah aktif dalam kegiatan perbesatuan? So guys, what do you think? The government, what do they need to do so that you will actively join the perbesatuan? Okay, my one is very official answer lah. So my answer is here. They're giving you memperkasa pelaksanaan curriculum. Memperkasa means like make it better, 加强强化 make it better strengthen it make it better lah. Means like maybe do more different activity so emphasize more. Okay, so you see my explanation is the government immediately announced that it is compulsory for students to join the core curriculum. So this is the policy here. Dasar satu murid satu sukan. Contoh I give you. Next one, make the activity core curriculum lebih menarik ataupun mencabar, so that to attract your attentions. So mengambil kira penyertaan Melayu dalam kegiatan luar bilik darjah means like means encouraging you guys take note, and then melaksanakan penilaian core curriculum. Okay, so menanam sifat bertanggungjawab, or you can say kepimpinan, leadership. Okay, you can say encourage them to join so that they can learn all those skills, knowledge. I would say leadership skills. Basically, you join all those persatuan is to learn how to manage a club, learn how to organize an activity, be like an event organizer, learn how to manage people, lead the team, solve the situation, the issues, and so learn to be a leader. And also a follower. So yes, everybody, this is the langkah-langkah menggalakkan murid sekolah. Okay? Easy? Okay, most importantly is this 3. Persatuan. Cannot. Follow, Can. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's go to the other one here. Now, this one is talking about the education. I told you. Another, this is also under 2.7. 2.7. Sorry. 2.7. Form 4 2.7. One of the perkembangan. Intellectuals. Step 1, you must have intellectuals. So, I told you, we realized that intellectuals, they very important now. Intellectuals, penulisan, and persatuan. So just now we mentioned the persatuan. So this is the step 1, the intellectuals. So everybody, last time we have a few college marked up. What we call marked up. Marked up means college. College. So this is MCKK. MCKK, look at the building. Wow. Modern, yeah, modern, yeah. So actually, MCKK is English at school. It's an English educated school. Yeah, Malay educated, we have what? Actually, another one is Raffles, another English school is Raffles Institution at Singapore. But that one, okay, saja lah. Okay, that one normal lah. Okay, so another one is SITC, Sultan Idris Training Center, Maktab Perguruan Sultan Idris. In English, we call SITC. In Malay, we call MPSI. Today is called MPSI because Malay already ma. Tapi in your sejarah textbook, we write SITC. So SITC, you help me to put a dash over there, lor. And then write down, lor, is Malay at, lor. Malay school, lor. Malay at school, lor. Malay school, ah. So this one is English school, ah. So, come, let's look at here. See, what is the purpose of having this marked up? English at, oh. But intellectual, berpendidikan English. Then, it is very important in our perkembangan nasionalisme. Training all those anak bangsawan supaya diserap dalam pentadbiran. See, after they graduated, they will be accepted into the government department dalam pentadbiran. Lepasan maktab menggunakan kedudukan mereka menyuarakan hak mendapat pendidikan bagi orang Melayu. Everybody boleh faham? I told you, English ed leaders, they will use their position, they will use their rights in the government to fight for the Malay people, to defend their local people rights, especially the education rights. Meaning they will start to request a government bagi chance, give them the education, hak mendapat pendidikan. Because last time orang Melayu, right, a lot of local Malays, they only study until primary school. So they don't have the chance. So that's why they keep on defending their rights. Okay, boleh faham. So example, who are the leaders here for me? I will always go for Raja Chulan and Muhammad Yunus Abdullah. Why? Because I learned this during Form 3. So I always remember the one that keep on repeated. Study smart, not study hard. Study smart. Study smart. But of course, I give you everything because you know, some of you like Raja Uda, Mamumat. I prefer Raja Chulan. Raja Chulan and Muhammad Yunus Abdullah. Yunus Abdullah, okay? So you see, their name a bit modern one, you know. Not like the typical Raja Melayu, you see. Their name very modern one. You see, Yunus. Like macam like Europe, Euro, you know. Yunus. Then this one is like what? Raja Chulan, Raja Uda. Very modern sikit lah. So that's how I memorize. Okay? Continue the next one. I told you. All these lepasan. Lepasan means like graduates. Sometimes they use the word lulusan, lepasan, you know. All those graduate students, what do? To share their idea. Dua abah. Menyalur means like they share their idea. It's a channel to spread the idea. So these are all the newspaper law. Warta Malaya, Lembaga Malaya, Utusan Melayu. The newspaper there. Okay? So bagaimanakah institusi pendidikan English memperjuangkan semangat nasionalisme? This institusi pendidikan English is referring to the college, the maktab, the institution. So they basically how the school raise the awareness, memperjuang, make the semangat nasionalisme become so kuat. So what did the school did? So you need to tell me, because the school, you can say, institusi ini melahirkan golongan intellectual, smart leaders. And I told you, they share the idea using newspaper. You can also say using novel penulisan kreatif, you know. You see the idea or not? Okay? And then you see, because the English educator ma, so they bekerja sama dengan British, hubungan baik dengan British and fight for their rights. So So they keep on asking British give them more chances to work in the government. Dalam jabatan. War is up for Malay. Even asking the British to change their living standards, change their taraf hidup. Living standards is referring to income level, working, give them a chance to work. Menjadi pegawai pentadbiran. Everybody, so far you understand with the English ad leaders? All clear? Can? So we have another 2 more questions. Quick one. Shall we let's go to this one here? This is your Form 4 chapter 2.1. I show you the answer just now. Remember just now the nota, the short notes there? Perasaan cinta terhadap bangsa dan negara, semangat kebangsaan untuk menentang penjajahan, pembelaan terhadap negara dan bangsa, and the last one is gerakan untuk mencapai kebebasan politik, ekonomi, sosial. Exactly the same answer here. Copy, paste back. Okay? Maksud nasionalisme. Easy. What I need to focus here is this factor. Factor kemunculan gerakan nasionalisme di Asia Tenggara. Wow. Even though they mention it's the Asia Tenggara, but you know lah, it's at our country here lah. So this factor here, this is your Form 4, chapter 2.6. And then this one is kebat. Apakah ciri-ciri perjuangan yang perlu dimiliki oleh masyarakat pada hari ini to defend our country? Okay lah, as a young people today, what do we need? What are the ciri-ciri to have to defend our country? This one very easy only. Okay, come. Focus on this one here. I teach you how I memorize. Now remember, even though as I say, the question is mentioning Asia Tenggara, but you know lah, this is referring to our country, right? You know our country is Tanah Melayu. Last time it's called Tanah Melayu. Hello, tengok, dia cakap Malay. So if you want to raise awareness and, okay, because they're asking you, what's the factor? What's the factor that causes, like, you know, the nationalism? Yes, you know how I memorize, everybody? How I memorize all the fakta, all this 0.123. Think like this. Tanah Melayu, orang Melayu. So suddenly, why is suddenly everybody aware with this nationalism idea? It must be religion. Religion plays an important role. You understand or not? Religion, I believe it's religion. Because imagine religion, like those teachers, those agama teachers, those leaders inspire the people. So you see right now they're telling you, the students that graduated from the Egypt, see, pelajar di Egypt. Okay, pelajar yang melanjut pelajaran di Egypt, they exposed to the gerakan Islam. Meaning when they study overseas, that time they exposed to those nationalism activity out there. And this Islam activity is important because this Islam activity, just think like this, Islah, bacalah, is asking you, come back to the real Islam teaching. Read your Al-Quran. Don't listen to the people out there. You must know your what they call your Al-Quran well lah. And then just like the Christian, they say, you must know your Bible. Don't listen to all those people out there explanation. You never know, they give you the fake information or maybe like hypocrites out there. 假假虚伪的人, fake news, fake people, fake priests, pastor, fake priest, fake pastor. Yeah. So Gerakan Islam is basically telling you, read your Al-Quran and Hadith, go back to the real Islam teaching because the real Islam teaching is asking you to defend your rights. See, inspire them. I believe agama is the straightforward one, you know, the one that really mainly causing them to start to aware with this. Then I told you, I see when all this again, you see why the people was being, you know, aware with the agama. Sorry, why the agama people, why agama can inspire them is because of the student. So remember the intellectuals I told you. So step 2, write the creative writings. And you see, the moment you say creative writings, you get 1 mark idea. And then you explain, example of the creative writings is novel, Japan, puisi. So you tell me lah, the novel chapter puisi got you know, demonstrate the story, mengungkap means tell them the story. Tell them through this novel Japan puisi. Let the people know keperita hidup bangsa, penderitaan rakyat under the jajahan. So you see, when they start to, you need to write creative writing first because it's creative ma. Not so boring ma. You like to read novel. You like to read novel or newspaper. Guys, you choose novel or newspaper. Definitely novel ma. Story what? Easy to understand what? Sometimes the newspaper, you don't even look at it. You look at the title, you don't understand. Tak faham. Okay, close it. Am I right? But novel, you'll be like, hey, the storyline was interesting, whoa, nice, whoa. You see, attract their attention first. So number one is the religion. Number two is the creative writings. Think like this. Remember last time people they don't aware. So to catch their attention, creative writings. See, make them feel related. Make them feel like, oh, really, oh, right now we're suffering, oh, just like the story, you see, the lead, the male lead, the female lead, wow, same thing, we experience the same thing. And then you give them read newspaper, only they will faham. So the newspaper media cetak. So media cetak is basically referring to the newspaper. Example is a channel to share the information and updated the news. So media cetak, you have me to put a dash over there. I'm so sorry, I forgot to write down. Akhbar and majalah. You can say media cetak telah mempunyai hasil akhbar dan majalah, newspaper and magazines. Share information and news. And this is the contoh-contoh. And point number 4, more and more people go and read, more and more people aware with the nationalism semangat, more and more people reading newspaper, and therefore the daddy, mommy, the auntie, uncle, all the, you know, adults, they realize that education important. So they will start to focus on education. They will encourage the young people like you guys go and study. So they built a lot of madrasah, college, maktab. So meniupkan semangat baharu dalam kalangan pelajar. So right now, not just the auntie, uncle, not just the, you know, the leaders, even the young people like your age, 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old to 20 something, the students, they start to do what? Nationalism activity. So you see, because of the education system, we have the intellectuals. So the intellectuals, I told you we have the English one. Middle East, this is referring to Islam, English and Malay. Middle East, English and Malay. Okay. So this one is the Islam one, Malay one, English educated one. So I give you 3 leaders. They start to aware and they inspire more people. When you have a lot of intellectuals, go back to this, write novels and write newspaper. So it's like a cycle. Inspire, encourage, aware. So next one, pengaruh luar, serantau. Our country, we become nationalism is because our neighbor, serantau means like surrounding neighbors. Like example, Philippines, Indonesia, they got merdeka already. They start to go against it. So this inspires. And then the pengaruh luar, example like Japan, China, India, the Islam activities. So this is how I remember. So the Muslim, Pan-Islamism, Gerakan Islam influenced them. Then the Japan, because Japan defeated the Russia. So this makes us believe that we Asian also can defeat Europe country. Then the China people inspired the Chinese. Then the Indians inspired by the Mahatma Gandhi from India. And then Jose Rizal from Filipina and Sukarno. Oh my God. This one is Sukarno, bukan kamu. Di Indonesia inspired them. So ini faktor nasionalisme. So always remember, our country is Melayu. So agama first. Novel first. Only newspaper. So this causes more and more people start to realize that education is important. So they start to focus on sistem pendidikan. Not just Islam lah. I mean, you can not mention Islam. You can just say education. Because the system education, we also got the English school and the Malay school. That's why intellectual got these 3. So far, so good with the factor. So I'm using this opportunity to explain to you. Of course, guys, can you see the H1, H2, H3? You can refer back my short notes to choose your own huraian to strengthen your point. Because this is the point. The moment you mention agama, creative, all this is considered 1 mark already. So how you elaborate is up to you. You can refer to the short notes or even refer to this marking scheme answer. And the last one here, everybody. Now, young people like you guys, what do you need to, what kind of ciri-ciri you must have in order to memperjuang pertahanan? So you must have a clear maklumat. Young people like you guys, you must have a clear direction so that you know, you will plan your strategy, everything well, right? Maklumat perjuangan yang jelas. If we want to defend the country, we must be clear with what we want. Number 2, perpaduan, unity. Plan the strategy yang berkesan. Semangat yang kental means like, you know, berani untuk mengelakkan, mengelakkan kebenaran. Avoid the truth. Menegak, okay, correct. Yes, be brave to stand for the truth, to fight for the truth. Auto correct. You scare me. Mengelakkan, avoiding. Okay, good. Can, you can say it. Be brave. Semangat kental. Young people like you guys, you must be firm. Teguh, bukan tegak. Use the correct method. Example, negotiation, discussion, organization. Don't physical attack. Sokongan rakyat. Yes, citizen, make sure the citizens support you. Get the support from the leaders also, from the king. I mean, if you really want to start a war, make sure peralatan perang yang cukup. Dan apa tu? How to say not just say bercukup, but also strong enough for you to mempertahankan. So you can say strengthen. Strengthen. Semangat perjuangan yang mantap. Mantap means stable. Your semangat must be very strong and firm, stable. Don't panic. Don't face some small little challenge, then you panic. No. You can say be brave. Semangat patriotisme also can. Because you love your country, only you are willing to sacrifice and fight. Semangat sedia berkorban untuk negara also can. Okay? Everybody, you're good? Last question here. Also essay. I also don't know why I choose essay. It's just that I feel like, it's very important. I put then after that, when I do the question, I only realize it is essay. Now, everybody, this is the kesan politik. Bear with me, maybe like a 10 minutes like this, okay? Last 10 minutes, okay? Now, everybody, kesan politik. So you know your nationalism, how it works already, right? So this one you need to know, you see? Because of perkembangan nasionalisme di negara kita, meninggalkan kesan in terms of politik, economy, and social. So this one is your Form 4, Chapter 2.8, the last topic here. Now, guys, listen. Now you know everybody starts to nationalism, defend their rights, fight for freedom, go against the British. So you need to know what happened to our politic government, what happened in terms of our economy, which is the money, means the income. What the citizen, did they earn any money? Did they have a new job? You see last time a lot of people, they work as a farmer, dekat forest, very poor. So right now, did the situation change? And last one is social. Can I share with you something? Everybody, when we talk about the government, remember I said, at this point here, the Malay people, majority of them, do you think they're fighting for Merdeka? Come on, guys. In your chapter 2, I told you, Malay people at this point, chapter 2 here, they are not fighting for Merdeka, right? They are more focusing on what? They are more focusing on the rights and the education and the economy. Agama, hak, economy, education. So what I'm trying to show you here is, please remember one thing. When we talk about the government, we are referring to the government position. So you see, my kesan politik, because of this nationalism activity, is the numbers of orang Melayu serving in this government department from 7 increased to 20. Point number 1. The numbers of Malay involved in this department from 7 increased until 20. And then your British, they start to apply this decentralisasi. Decentralization means what? Slowly giving back the power lah. Cuba mengembalikan kuasa Sultan, Resident, and Majlis Mesyuarat Negeri. No longer controlling everything. And Malay people starts to menyuarakan kepentingan berpersatuan. Tengok ini ya tak ada merdeka. So I want you guys to remember they're fighting for their rights. They're fighting for, they start to a voice mention that it is important for us to form a group to fight for our government rights. So you see, why they say kepentingan berpersatuan? Membincang soal politik. Tengok, why must we have a persatuan? To talk about the government issues. And then your British starts to be hati-hati. So you see, point 1, point 2, decentralization. Then point 3, giving back the power. Number 4, organization. Number 5, your British become very careful. They're trying to stop all these leaders. Sekatan, stop. How to stop them? Stop all this Ibrahim Haji Yaakob Isha Haji Muhammad Ahmad Basanama. All this is KMM leaders for your information. So can you see here? Your government is referring to what? All these rights, politic, the government, their economy. Everybody, you guys know lah. The activity nationalism causes our economy situation change. So everybody, always remember, if you want to change your economy situation, think like this, common sense, you want to earn more money means what? You want to earn more money, guys. Your daddy, mommy tells you what? In future, you want to find a good job, you want to earn more money, you want to have a higher salary, you must have the certificate. Certificate means what? Study lah. Ayo, you think what? So easy, earn money. You think the big company, they want you. You understand or not? So actually this concept started during your nationalism. So you see, right now, point number 1, this group, kaum muda, memajukan diri dalam pendidikan ekonomi. See, emphasizing, if you want to earn, if you want to improve your economy, study lah. Education lah. Okay? So you see, they're encouraging the Malay people starts to do what? Do business. Learn to do business. Create all this persatuan kebajikan. Defend their rights. Membangkit semangat peniaga. They even write the rencana informasi, telling them, we must improve. So you see, education, knowledge is power. Number 2, you're British because they did not so focus on our education. Lebih menekan pendidikan peringkat rendah. See, your Sejarah tells you, because you're British last time during Form 3, they more focus on the primary education. They don't want us to study a lot, get more knowledge. So that's why you see, this causes we very susah na meningkatkan taraf hidup. I told you, you want to change your living standards, you want to earn more money, you must have knowledge, you must have power. Knowledge is power, you go to study. Example, a very easy one. You want to serve in government, you want to serve in the British government, cakap English. Kalau you tak boleh cakap, sorry, no chance. You get the idea. So that's why you see, they say very susah. Suka na meningkat taraf hidup mereka. So what did they do? So they organize the the course. Zabah membangkitkan isu ini semasa mengajar di SITC. So he asking the guru pelatih, pentingkan, means telling the students, you see, Zabah, this is my favorite teacher. He encouraged the young teachers, young jegu, telling them, you must what? Focus on high education, pendidikan tinggi. Means if you are smart lah, if for those students, they are very good in academic, so you continue pursue your studies, further study. Kalau really tak boleh, then go and learn some other things, technique. And another thing, this Cikgu Zabah even mentioned that must learn English. Must learn English. English important. See, education, knowledge is power. Point number 3, newspaper. So the newspaper, you see, what did he do? Fundraising. Mengasaskan dana membantu orang Melayu melanjutkan pelajaran. Tengok, you want to earn more money, you really need to study. Okay? So this is supported by a lot of cikgu-cikgu persatuan. You see, disokong. This fundraising mengasaskan dana means the funds. 筹款. They use the newspaper to fundraising, then to support the children. So this is supported by the cikgu-cikgu persatuan and also Persatuan Negeri. So one of the leader that received this dana to further their study is Tunku Abdul Rahman. Yeah, Tunku Abdul Rahman, Tunku Yaakob, and Muhammad Zaid Affin. I suggest you guys to memorize Tunku Abdul Rahman. Everyone here, do you understand? So the government is referring to rights, the government position. And then this one is referring to the education. You will see, even though we mentioned economic issue, right, it's still referring to the education. Social, the social state, the living standards, the social culture. If you want to change your social status, everything, also the same thing, education. You don't believe, you go and read my short notes there. All the points are related to the education. Pendidikan. So now you understand why your daddy, mommy asked you to study, and now you understand why education is important. Mesti study. Okay? So everybody, last one here. Sejauh manakah semangat nasionalisme dapat memajukan negara kita pada masa kini? So why, they're asking you to explain. Today, if we still applying this semangat nasionalisme, how can we, develop the country? So definitely it's helping our country, because this makes our people lebih patriotisme, cinta akan negara. As I told you, when you love the country, you're willing to berkorban untuk negara. So therefore, our defenses will be lebih kuat. Everybody will be united together as one, develop in terms of economy, and then our economy will be stronger, and then we will become a country yang dipandang tinggi. Image negara akan lebih maju, lebih makmur. So this will attract more people to travel here, because people respect us, look up to us. And then menambah aliran wang masuk, means more money inflow come in to our country. So to boost our economy. So this is the importance of having semangat nasionalisme basically. This one basically is telling you what's the importance of having nationalism today, hari ini, masa kini. Everyone here, you good? Now one last part before you go. Any questions? Any questions? So you see, I go through with you 2.6, 2.7, and 2.8. Can you see, as long as you mention the point, and then you give me the huraian, you will get 1 mark each. Just a reminder for all of you, if you didn't mention the fakta, you just give me the huraian, you will not get any marks. You get the idea, because you don't even tell me what's the point, right? Then you hooray, you keep on telling me all the explanation. I don't even understand what are you explaining. You're referring to what point? So mesti ada fakta and the elaboration. So you see, this is your teacher's marking scheme. Boleh faham? Yo, everybody, are you there? Okay, so one last thing before you go is the objective question. I want you guys to take down the answer here in 3, 2, 1. So I provide you 2 sets of questions. One is the chapter 1, another one is chapter 2. Sorry, not set 1, set 2. It should be chapter 1, chapter 2. This one is chapter 1. Sorry, I write wrongly. Chapter 1, this one is chapter 2. So you can practice on your own, and then itu saja, that's all. Okay, any question here before you go? If you have no question, thank you so much. Good luck for your exam. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. 再见. Take care.
Thank you,
Bye bye.
teacher.
Welcome. Bye bye.